G'day guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Star Citizen 3.19.1. Recently I've been doing a whole bunch of videos about the Zero to Hero series I was running. That's ended right now, thanks to the time constraints I put on myself at the free fly, and doesn't look like it's going to continue. Not too many people said they wanted it to go on, so I'm not going to waste my money buying a package when no one really wants to watch it anymore. So today what we're going to do is explore a quick and easy way to make a whole lot of money. In this little quick session, I make around about 200,000 Alpha UEC from 5 salvage missions. So these salvage missions are the personal salvage missions, so they're the more shady ones. To get these ones, however, you do need to do a bit of work beforehand. You need to have completed some legal salvage missions, which will allow you to unlock the 30k shady salvage missions that we're going to be doing today. So if you don't have a vulture and have no way to get a hold of a salvaging ship in order to complete the salvage missions, there is a way. I've created a video which I will link here. Essentially what you do is you get a illegal salvage mission, you wait for a vulture to rock up, and you take it from the pilot. And you use that vulture to go and complete the missions. Now you can't sell the RMC or anything, but I do cover that in a lot more detail in that video, which I will link. So just getting into the Corsair. I had some issues with the front elevator there. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't quite get it to go back up. I even tried tricking it by clicking the recall button while I was standing on it, and I fell straight through. So we're having to come through the back. Switching on the lights as I go because I'm a little bit OCD like that, and I like to have the lights on. Heading into the front of the cockpit. This isn't possibly the best ship to be doing this in, however it's the one that I have. A Cutlass Black's probably better, just due to the amount of time it takes to get from the front of the ship to the back of the ship. Now, the Corsair is better able to defend itself and hold more cargo, and that's cargo space is not necessarily a hindrance in this case. You're not going to be picking up a lot of cargo. So I get the old girl fired up. We will head off into space and we will pick up our first contract. So I'm at CRU L1 currently. Just because I prefer the Crusader system to the Hurston system. The Hurston security tends to turn up a lot more to these shady salvage contracts than does Crusader security, which is why I like to work in Crusader. Get these wings unfolded. Always a cool animation to watch. Bring up our missions.
Thank you. And please,
as I said, personal into salvage, and you're looking for the 30k missions, not the 10s, the 30s. So there's generally 2. There's one in Crusader and there's one in Hurston. The ones in Hurston can be around a couple of planets. The ones in Crusader are always around Yella. So the good thing about that is you can chain them. They're never too far from each other. So if you take one in Yella, and then you take another one in Yella, it's generally just a quick QT trip to the next mission. So we'll just spoil up the QT, and I will see you at the salvage mission. Sweet, here we are, Misk Starfarer. coming in. Hot tip, always scan the target to make sure it has the cargo you're looking for. So just hit V and hold the right mouse button. Correction, left mouse button. And it will scan. So as you can see, there's the cargo we're looking for there. 1 Maze, 1 Quantanium, 1 Slam, and 1 Widow. So I've sped this up because it took me quite a while to get into the ship and to work out where I needed to be. Also, you probably don't want to watch me faffing about for 20 minutes, so let's just enjoy this. And I'll see you on the other side. Sweet. Job's done. That took me, God, no more than 3 or 4 minutes to get that cargo off the staff area and into my cargo hold. Just reorganizing it there a little bit. Holster the weapon because it's annoying trying to interact with the pilot seat, as I've found out, while your weapon is out. And trying to be as quick and seamless as possible with these missions, just to avoid running into security or other ships. Back into the cockpit. Grab another contract. Always abandon the one you were in. Back to salvage and another Starfarer. Another 30k. Don't worry, as long as you have that cargo in the ship, you will make your money back. So here we are at the next Starfarer. Now with this one, the scanner didn't seem to want to work for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there. And sometimes that occurs, so you can just turn it off and on again, and this scanner will work the second time around. So there you go. Again, we've got the stuff we want: Maze, Quantanium, Slam, and Widow. By the way, if anyone knows how I can avoid spinning around and around like that whenever I go into EVA, let me know in the comments, because it really, really irritates the crap out of me when that happens. Anyway, so that's 2 out of 2. So far, so good. And we've got 2 containers of Slam. That's 90k container. That's 180k. I've made my money back. At this point, I could go and sell and be in profit, but I'm greedy, so we're not going to do that. We're going to take another mission. Again, just abandoning the old one. Grab another one. This time it's a Caterpillar. And now keep in mind, it doesn't matter the size of the ship. You're always looking for the same 4 containers. So it could be a Caterpillar, it could be a Starfarer, it could be a Hammerhead. It doesn't matter what it is, it's always going to be those 4 containers you're looking for. Alright, so here we are at the Caterpillar. And yeah, see what I mean? About people turning up? This is what you got to look out for. This one got really hairy really quickly. I actually thought that guy was just going to leave me alone. And in hindsight, I'm thinking maybe that might have been someone else's mission. is normally a reclaimer. Retaliator doesn't just show up out of nowhere for no reason. And I thought, at this point, you know what? It's one ship. He's coming to me. I tried to ignore him at first, but he started approaching me, so I think I'm going to take him out. I'm in a Corsair. Should be a fairly even fight, and I should be able to win. However, as a wise man once said, the best of plans do not survive first contact with the enemy. So I figured launch some missiles first, do a bit of damage, and then open up with all my guns. Which seems to be working at first. In a second, you will find out why it's not going to work. This thing can take a hell of a lot of damage. And then target coming in, another ship coming in, another ship coming in, another ship coming in, another ship coming in. Oh, there's another one. And another one. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. But I thought, I can take out this Retaliator, and it's soaking up the fire. Just soaking it up constantly. I'm wondering if maybe having some ballistics on board would help with this. But I've never known a ship that could take quite as much punishment as this thing does. Keep in mind, at this time, it is dishing it out just as badly as I am. Because had my Corsair been fully crewed and not solo, this might have been a different story. My shields are critical. My shields go down. I think, well, they're critical. I can still maybe take him. Maybe I can take him. And then I realize I'm taking damage. And then I'm like, you know what? No. I'm getting out of here. This ain't worth my time. I'm not losing the cargo that I already have on board. So disengage, hit those boosters, get the QT drive spooled up and get out of here. They can ping away at my rear shields for a bit. So following that, I stopped, I repaired at a mining facility and came over here to Brios to try and sell. So I thought, you know what, I'll just get rid of the cargo, then I can go back to doing what I'm doing. And then radar lock. And then there's a target at Brios. And then there's another one in the air. I'm like, yeah, nope, not doing that. So again, boosters, get the hell out of there. And so we came over to Hurston instead. And what we did in Hurston was some more salvage missions. Because I thought that'd be cool. So we have in front of us another caterpillar. This caterpillar ended up being empty, which was frustrating. So, yeah. And that can happen, right? Every now and again you will just get an empty ship. And that's a risk you're taking. As you can see, the scanner doesn't show up anything. I think maybe it's broken. Try again. Yeah, no, it just turns out it was empty. What can you do? Yeah, shoot open the doors. And nada. Alright, so another contract, another 30k. This time it's a hammerhead. Having never actually salvaged a hammerhead before, I wasn't too sure what I should be looking for here. So we'll fly in, keeping in mind we're at Hurston. And remember what I said earlier about Hurston security? tending to rock up more often than not. So we're going to fly in into the Hammerhead. Here we go. It's got the cargo on board that we want. Just sick. Thinking, how do I get into this thing? I've never actually opened up a cargo bay of a Hammerhead before. And what do we see? Hurston security. So, you know what? I thought, bugger it, I'm done. I got out of there. We're over here at Reclamation and Disposal on Hurston, and we're going to sell everything up. Now, we only got 2 successful runs out of this. However, of the 5 that we did take, 4 of them actually had usable or sellable cargo in them. So, you know, we could have made a hell of a lot more money. And we'll sell off the Slam, that's 16k. Sell off the Widow, that nets us 27.2. The Maze is the big one, that's 90 per unit, that's 180k. And there's a second unit of Slam there for another 16. So the Slam's not too bad, 32k for the Slam, 180 for the Maze. There's 200k, and I spent what? 150,000. So in the end, you make profit. And again, had I got those other 2, my profits would have doubled again. So it would have been 600k and 150. So you're doubling your money essentially, and it's almost no work. Apart from the odd security people rocking up, you're pretty good. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you think. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.